Welcome to Fluent English Daily, the professional way to master the English.
Emily, my boss just told me your neck is on the line. Is that dangerous?
Oh, John, it sounds scary, but it just means your job might be at risk.
Oh, I see. What about the outlook is gloomy?
That means the future looks a bit bad.
Wow, I need to learn these.
Today, we'll master these tough work phrases together. Welcome to Fluent English Daily. I'm Emily.
And I'm John. Let's start.
So, John, let's look at this meeting again. It is a very important moment for everyone at Tip Top Trading.
I can imagine. I would be very nervous if I was in that room. The boss, Mr. Socrates, sounds like a very tough man.
He is. He does not like to waste time. He walks into the room and he doesn't say good morning or how was your weekend.
Oh, I know that type of boss. They just want to talk about work immediately.
Exactly. He starts by saying, I've got to give it to you straight.
Give it to you straight. I like the sound of that, but it also feels a bit scary. It feels like something bad is coming.
You are right, John. When someone says, I'm going to give it to you straight, they are preparing you for the truth. They are not going to use sweet words. They are going to be very honest.
So if I break a window and I tell my friend, I've got to give it to you straight, I broke your window. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly. It means you are not making excuses. You are just saying what happened.
I see. So Mr. Socrates is telling his team that the company is in trouble. He says there is a global recession.
Right, a recession. That is a big word, but it just means the world has less money right now. People are not spending.
And that is bad for plastic fruit?
It is very bad. People don't need plastic lemons when they are trying to save money. So Mr. Socrates says the outlook is gloomy.
Gloomy. I know that word from the weather. When it is gray and rainy, we say it is a gloomy day.
That is a perfect way to think about it, John. A gloomy day makes you feel a bit sad or tired. You don't see the sun. In business, if the outlook is gloomy, it means the future looks dark.
Wow, so he is saying the future of this company looks like a rainy, dark day.
Exactly. There is no sunshine or profit in sight right now. It is a very serious thing to say to your employees.
I would feel very worried. If my boss said the outlook was gloomy, I would think about my bank account.
Everyone in the meeting feels that way too. You can almost hear how quiet the room is. Then he uses another phrase. He says, I've got to announce a profit warning.
Profit warning. I know profit is the money a company makes, and a warning is like a red light.
Right. It is a formal way to say, we are going to make much less money than we thought. Usually, companies say this to the people who invest money in them.
So it is like a big lookout for the money.
Exactly. It is a signal that things are not going well.
Oh man. First he gives it to them straight, then he says the outlook is gloomy, and then a profit warning. This meeting is going very badly for the team.
It is. But Mr. Socrates is not just giving bad news. He is also a leader. He wants to find a solution.
Really? What is his plan? Does he want to make better plastic grapes?
Well, he wants to sell them to more people. He says they need to expand into the European market.
Oh, so selling to more countries like France or Germany.
Yes. He thinks if they sell in more places, they can save the company, and he is bringing in some help.
Help? Is it a superhero?
Almost. Her name is Rachel. She is his top marketing executive.
Aha, a marketing expert. She must be very good at her job if Mr. Socrates trusts her.
He says she will join the team in a few weeks. He wants her to help them sell more.
That sounds like good news. Finally, some hope.
Maybe. But Mr. Socrates is still very serious. He gives them an ultimatum.
An ultimatum? That sounds like a word from a movie, too.
It is a final choice. He tells them they must improve. They must get better results.
And if they don't?
Well, that is when he says the phrase you asked about earlier. He says, your necks will be on the line.
Oh, right. The neck on the line. I remember that. It means their jobs are at risk.
Yes, he is saying, if you do not succeed, I will have to fire you.
Wow, he is really putting a lot of pressure on them. Do a good job or leave.
It is very blunt. Blunt means he is very direct and maybe a little bit rude or cold.
I see. He is not trying to be their friend. He is the boss and he wants results.
Exactly. He wants to see the bottom line improve.
The bottom line? Is that another business phrase?
Yes, it is. The bottom line is the final total of money. It is the profit at the end of the day.
Aha, so he wants more money at the end of the day.
Right. He is telling the team, I don't care how you feel, I care about the results.
That sounds like a very stressful place to work. I think I prefer working here with you, Emily.
I'm glad to hear that, John. We don't have many gloomy outlooks here.
No, we don't. But it is good to learn these phrases. If I ever work in a big office, I will know what the boss means.
Exactly. If a boss says the outlook is gloomy, you know it is time to work very hard.
Or time to look for a new job.
Maybe. But remember, these phrases are very common in English offices. Giving it straight is actually seen as a good thing in some cultures. People like honesty.
I agree. I would rather know the truth than be surprised later.
Me too. It helps you prepare. If you know your neck is on the line, you will try your best to fix the problem.
True. It is a big motivation, a scary motivation, but it works.
It does. So let's think about the words we heard. We had give it to you straight, gloomy outlook, and profit warning.
And neck on the line. Don't forget that one. It's my favorite because it's so dramatic.
It is very dramatic. It's important to remember that these are not just words. They carry a lot of emotion.
I can feel the emotion. I feel the stress of the employees.
That is good, John. That means you are really understanding the English. When you can feel the meaning, you are learning deeply.
I feel like I am in the room with them. I can see Mr. Socrates and his serious face.
That is the best way to learn. Now, I want to ask you something, John. If you had to give me some bad news, straight, how would you say it?
Let me try. Emily, I've got to give it to you straight. I ate your last chocolate cookie.
What? Really?
No, it was just an example.
Oh, you scared me. But that was a perfect example. You were direct and honest.
And the outlook for the cookie was very gloomy because it was gone.
Exactly. You are getting very good at this.
It's fun when you use the phrases in real life. It makes them easier to remember.
It really does. That is why we talk about these things every day.
I'm glad we do. I feel much more comfortable with these scary business words now.
That is the goal. We want you to feel safe and ready for any conversation.
Even a meeting with Mr. Socrates?
Well, maybe he is still a little bit scary, but at least you will understand him.
That is true. Understanding is the first step.
You are doing a great job, John. And to everyone listening, you are doing a great job too.
Yes, learning these phrases is not always easy, but you are here with us.
We love hearing from you. If you have ever had a gloomy outlook at work, or if a boss gave it to you straight, tell us about it.
Yes, we want to hear your stories. It helps everyone learn together.
It really does. Practice makes everything easier.
So what is next, Emily? Are we going to talk about Rachel and the European market?
We will talk more about the solutions soon. But first, let's make sure we really know these key words.
Good idea.
I want to make sure they are stuck in my brain.
Don't worry, they will be. We are going to look at them one by one.
I'm ready. Let's keep going.
Great. Let's move into our vocabulary focus. We will look at how to use these phrases in different ways, so you can use them today. Let's start with my favorite one from the meeting. It is the phrase, "I've got to give it to you straight."
Ah, like the cookie story we just talked about.
Yes, exactly like the cookie. When you give something to someone straight, you are being very honest. You are not hiding the truth, even if the truth is a bit painful.
I see. So you are not using flowery or soft language to make the bad news sound better. You are just saying it as it is.
Exactly. In business, sometimes people try to use very big, complex words to hide bad news. They don't want people to get upset, but Mr. Socrates doesn't do that. He is very direct.
Right. He wants everyone to know the situation immediately. I think I prefer that. If there is a problem, I want to know the truth.
I agree. It feels more respectful, even if it is a bit scary at first. So if I have a problem and I tell you the truth immediately, I am giving it to you straight.
Ah, it's like being a straight line. No turns, no hiding, just the facts.
That is a perfect way to remember it, John. A straight line from the truth to the person.
I like that. So what was the truth that he gave them straight? He mentioned a global recession, right?
Yes. Now, that sounds like a very big, heavy word. Global recession.
It does. It sounds like something from a textbook. What does it really mean in simple words?
Don't let the big words scare you. Global just means the whole world. And a recession is a time when the economy is doing poorly. It is when businesses are not making much money and people are not spending much money.
Oh, okay. So it's like the whole world's wallet is feeling a bit thin?
Exactly. That is a great image. During a recession, people stop buying things that they don't really need. They focus on the basics.
Right, and since Tip Top Trading sells plastic fruit, well, people probably don't need a plastic banana when they are trying to save money.
Precisely. So a global recession makes it very hard for a company like Tip Top Trading to sell their products. It is a problem that affects everyone, not just their company.
I see. It's a big situation that they cannot control. That is a very difficult thing for a business owner.
It really is. And because of that recession, Mr. Socrates had to announce a profit warning.
Now, I know the word profit. That is the money a company keeps after they pay for all their costs, like rent and workers.
Correct. Profit is the goal of most businesses. And what about a warning?
Well, a warning is a sign that something bad might happen, like a yellow light on a traffic signal.
Spot on. So a profit warning is an official message from a company. It says, hey, we are not going to make as much money as we thought we would.
Oh, I see. It's like saying the piggy bank is going to be much emptier than we planned.
Yes, it is a very serious thing in the business world. When a company gives a profit warning, it usually means the leaders are worried.
I can see why. If I were a worker at Tip Top Trading, I would be very worried if I heard a profit warning.
Most people are. It's a signal that things need to change. And that leads us to the next phrase. Mr. Socrates said the outlook is gloomy.
Outlook. Is that like looking out of a window?
In a way, yes. It is how we look at the future. If you look out the window and see the sun, the outlook is bright.
But he said it was gloomy. That word sounds dark and gray.
It is. Think of a very rainy, cloudy day with no sun at all. That is gloomy.
Oh, I see. So a gloomy outlook means the future looks sad or very difficult. There is no sunshine in the business plan right now.
Exactly. It's a very strong word. It shows that the situation is not just a small problem. It is a big,
dark cloud over the company.
Wow, he really is giving it to them straight. He is not trying to make them feel happy for no reason.
No, he isn't. But he did have a plan to change things. He said he wants to turn the business around.
Turn the business around. I am imagining a car driving the wrong way.
That is a perfect image. Imagine a car driving toward a cliff. If you don't want to fall, you have to turn the car around and go back the other way.
Aha! So to turn a business around means to take a failing company and make it successful again.
Yes, you change the direction from bad to good. It usually means doing things differently.
Like a fresh start.
Exactly. It's about finding a new path. And for tip-top trading, that new path is to expand.
I know that word. When I blow air into a balloon, it expands. It gets bigger.
Right. And when a business expands, it grows. In this case, they want to expand into the European market.
So they are currently in the UK, and they want to start selling in countries like France, Italy, and Germany?
Yes. They are looking for new customers in new places. They hope that by getting bigger and going to new markets, they can find more people who want to buy their plastic fruit.
That makes sense. If the UK market is difficult because of the recession, maybe the European market will be better.
That is the hope. It's a big step. It's not easy to expand, but it is often necessary to turn a business around.
I see. That's why they are bringing in Rachel, the marketing executive. She is going to help them with that growth.
Exactly. But Mr. Socrates also gave them a very scary warning. He said their necks will be on the line.
Their necks? That sounds very dangerous. Is he going to hurt them?
No. It's just an idiom. It's an old expression. If your neck is on the line, it means you are in a position where you might face very bad consequences if you fail.
So they might lose their jobs?
Yes, that is exactly what he means. He is saying, if this plan does not work, you will be in big trouble.
Wow, that is a lot of pressure. It's like saying their jobs are at risk.
It is. It's a way to tell the team that this is very serious. He wants them to work as hard as they can because the stakes are very high.
Necks on the line. I think I would be very nervous if my boss said that to me.
I think everyone would be. It's a very blunt way to speak, but Mr. Socrates wants improvement.
Improvement. That means things getting better, right?
Yes, it is a simple word, but it is very important here. To improve means to make progress.
Like my English. Every day I learn a new word and I see improvement.
You certainly do, John. You are improving every single day. In business, improvement means more sales, more money, and better results.
So Mr. Socrates wants the numbers to go up. He wants to see the team doing better work than they did yesterday.
Exactly. He wants to see the results getting better and better every week. If he sees improvement, then their necks will be safe.
I hope so. I don't like the idea of anyone's neck being on the line.
Me neither. But it shows how much he cares about the company. He wants it to survive the recession.
I understand these words much better now. They help us describe the drama of the office. It's not just about numbers. It's about people and their jobs.
It really is. And knowing these words helps us understand that drama when we hear it. It makes us feel more prepared for real-life conversations.
It does. I feel much more comfortable now. Even the scary phrases like profit warning don't feel so scary when we talk about them like this.
I'm so glad to hear that, John. That is why we do this. We take the scary words and make them familiar.
You are very good at that, Emily. Thank you.
Oh, you are very welcome. And you are very good at finding great examples. The cookie example was perfect.
I will try to find more examples like that. It makes learning fun.
It really does. Now, we have looked at a lot of words today. We talked about being straight, the global recession, profit warnings, and gloomy outlooks.
And don't forget turning things around, expanding, and putting your neck on the line for improvement.
You remembered them all. That is fantastic. You are ready for any meeting now.
Maybe not a meeting with Mr. Socrates yet, but I'm getting there.
Well, why don't we try to use these phrases ourselves? It is one thing to know what they mean, but it is another thing to use them in a sentence.
I agree. Practice is the best way to make them stick in my brain.
Perfect. Let's move on and try some practice together. We can imagine some different situations and see how these words fit.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Well, why don't we try to use these phrases ourselves? It is one thing to know what they mean, but it is another thing to use them in a sentence.
I agree. Practice is the best way to make them stick in my brain.
Perfect. Let's move on and try some practice together. We can imagine some different situations and see how these words fit.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, John. Let's start our shadowing practice. I will say a sentence and you repeat it after me. I will leave a little space for you to speak.
That sounds like a great plan, Emily. I'm ready to listen and repeat.
First, let's practice being honest. Repeat after me. I've got to give it to you straight.
I've got to give it to you straight. That sounds very serious, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now try this. I've got to give it to you straight. We have a problem.
I've got to give it to you straight. We have a problem. Oh, I see. It prepares the listener for something difficult.
Exactly. It shows you are being brave and honest. Let's try another one. I've got to give it to you straight. The project is late.
I've got to give it to you straight. The project is late. It's a very good way to start a difficult conversation at work.
Right. It's much better than hiding the truth. Now let's try the next phrase about the future. The outlook is gloomy.
The outlook is gloomy. It sounds a bit like talking about a rainy day.
It does, but we use it for business too. Try this. The outlook for our sales is gloomy.
The outlook for our sales is gloomy. I see. It means things do not look good for the future of the company.
Correct. Let's try a more common example. Because of the rain, the outlook for the picnic is gloomy.
Because of the rain, the outlook for the picnic is gloomy. That is a very practical example, Emily.
I thought you might like that one. Now, let's try this one. The economic outlook is quite gloomy this year.
The economic outlook is quite gloomy this year. Aha, this sounds like something I would hear on the news.
Exactly. Now, let's look at that very specific business phrase. I've got to announce a profit warning.
I've got to announce a profit warning. Wow, that sounds like something a very big boss says in a meeting.
It is. It's very formal. Try this. The director had to announce a profit warning today.
The director had to announce a profit warning today. I am starting to feel like a real businessman now, Emily.
You sound just like one. Let's try another. A profit warning means we are making less money than we thought.
A profit warning means we are making less money than we thought. Oh, I see. That makes the meaning very clear for everyone.
Exactly. We want to be clear. Let's try, after the profit warning, the team felt a bit worried.
After the profit warning, the team felt a bit worried. I can understand why. It is a very scary thing to hear at work.
It really is. Now, let's talk about why these things happen. There is a global recession.
There is a global recession. That is a very big and serious phrase.
It is. It affects the whole world. Try this. The global recession is affecting every business.
The global recession is affecting every business. Right. It's not just one person's fault. It's a big problem everywhere.
Exactly. Now try, during a global recession, people usually spend less money.
During a global recession, people usually spend less money. That is very true. I see how it connects to the profit warning now.
Well done, John. You are connecting the ideas perfectly. Let's try, the global recession started many months ago.
The global recession started many months ago. I see. It's a way to explain why things are difficult right now.
Now for some hope. Let's practice the solution. we need to turn the business around.
We need to turn the business around. Oh, that sounds like a good plan.
It is a very positive phrase. Try, I have a new plan to turn the business around.
I have a new plan to turn the business around. I like the sound of that. It sounds like things will get better.
It really does. Try this. We can turn the business around if we all work together.
We can turn the business around if we all work together. Exactly. It's about making a big change for the better.
Right. Let's try one more. To turn the business around, we need to find new customers.
To turn the business around, we need to find new customers. New customers are always a good idea.
Now, let's look at how to find those customers. We want to expand into Europe.
We want to expand into Europe. Oh, so expand means growing bigger?
Exactly. It's like a balloon getting bigger. Try, to grow, we must expand our sales to other countries.
To grow, we must expand our sales to other countries. I see. More customers in more places.
Right. Try this. The company is planning to expand its office next month.
The company is planning to expand its office next month. Wow, that sounds like a very busy and exciting time.
It will be. Now try, expanding the business is a very big step for us.
It sounds like a lot of work, but it is very necessary.
Now, let's try the most dramatic phrase from the meeting. My neck is on the line.
My neck is on the line. I still think this is such a strange way to say you are in trouble.
It is a very old idiom. Try this. If we fail this project, my neck is on the line.
If we fail this project, my neck is on the line. Oh, I see. It means you are the one who will take the blame.
Exactly. You are taking the risk. Try, the manager put his neck on the line to help the team.
The manager put his neck on the line to help the team. Oh, that is a very kind thing for a manager to do.
It is. It means he protected them. Try, I really don't want my neck to be on the line today.
I really don't want my neck to be on the line today. Me neither, Emily. I want to stay safe and happy.
That is a very good goal. Now, let's try some longer sentences that use two of our words. Are you ready?
Oh, a challenge. Yes, I am ready.
I'll give it to you straight. The outlook for the company is gloomy.
I'll give it to you straight. The outlook for the company is gloomy. That is a double dose of bad news, isn't it?
It is. It's very direct. Now try. We must expand our sales to survive the global recession.
We must expand our sales to survive the global recession. Right. That sounds like a very smart and brave move.
If we cannot turn the business around, my neck is on the line.
If we cannot turn the business around, my neck is on the line. Wow, that sentence has a lot of emotion in it.
It really does. It shows how much pressure the speaker is feeling.
I see. It's not just about the words, it's about how the person feels inside.
Exactly. That's why we practice like this. Let's try, the profit warning was a result of the global recession.
The profit warning was a result of the global recession. Aha, one thing caused the other thing.
Correct. Because the outlook is gloomy, we need a new strategy.
Because the outlook is gloomy, we need a new strategy. I agree. We cannot just do the same things if they are not working.
He was very straight with us about the profit warning.
He was very straight with us about the profit warning. I see. He didn't try to hide the bad news from the team.
Right. Honesty is very important when things are difficult. Now try, we are expanding our business to turn things around.
We are expanding our business to turn things around. That sounds like a very busy and determined company.
The global recession makes it very hard for small shops to expand.
The global recession makes it very hard for small shops to expand. That is a very sad but true situation.
It is. But let's try a happy one. I'll give it to you straight. Our outlook is not gloomy anymore.
I'll give it to you straight. Our outlook is not gloomy anymore. Oh, that is a much better sentence.
Yes, it shows that things can change for the better if you work hard.
I like that one. It gives me a lot of hope for the future.
Let's practice straight in a few more ways. I am going to be straight with you.
I am going to be straight with you.
I am going to give you the news straight.
I am going to give you the news straight.
Let's just be straight about the costs.
Let's just be straight about the costs.
See how many ways we can use it?
Wow, it is a very flexible phrase. I can use it in many different situations.
It is. It just means being open and not hiding anything. Now, let's do the same for gloomy. The weather today is very gloomy.
The weather today is very gloomy.
The old house felt a bit gloomy.
The old house felt a bit gloomy.
His mood has been gloomy all morning.
His mood has been gloomy all morning.
The future of the project looks gloomy.
The future of the project looks gloomy. I see. It can describe a place, a person's feelings, or even the future.
Exactly. You're getting the hang of it, John. You are doing an amazing job today.
Thank you, Emily. I am trying to focus on how the words feel when I say them.
I can tell. Your pronunciation is very clear. Let's try some sentences about the story of Mr. Socrates.
I'm ready. Let's talk about the boss.
Mr. Socrates told the team that the outlook is gloomy.
Mr. Socrates told the team that the outlook is gloomy. He sounds like a very serious and strict boss.
He definitely is. Now try. Mr. Socrates had to announce a profit warning to the staff.
Mr. Socrates had to announce a profit warning to the staff. I bet the employees were very quiet when they heard that.
I think so too. It was a very tense meeting. Try, Mr. Socrates gave it to the team straight.
Mr. Socrates gave it to the team straight. Right. He didn't waste any time with small talk.
Mr. Socrates wants to expand the business into the European market.
Mr. Socrates wants to expand the business into the European market. He is looking for new ways to make money.
Mr. Socrates said their necks are on the line if they fail.
Mr. Socrates said their necks are on the line if they fail. That is still a very scary thing to hear from your boss.
It definitely is. It means they have to work very hard to succeed.
I understand. He wants them to turn the business around as quickly as possible.
Exactly. They must turn the business around to save their jobs.
They must turn the business around to save their jobs. Now I see how all these words fit together in the office drama.
You've done a wonderful job today, John. You've practiced all the key phrases from the meeting.
I feel much more comfortable with them now. They don't seem so scary when we use them in simple sentences.
I'm so happy to hear that. That is the whole point of our practice.
It really is. I think I can even use some of these words in my own conversations now.
That's the goal. For everyone listening at home, we hope you practiced along with John.
Yes, it really helps to say the words out loud, even if you are alone.
It really does. It makes your brain and your mouth work together.
My brain and my mouth are definitely working very hard today.
They are doing a great job. You should be very proud of yourself.
I am. Thank you for helping me, Emily. It makes learning so much more fun.
It is my pleasure, John. I love seeing you improve every single day.
And I love learning with you. It feels like a safe place to make mistakes.
That is exactly what we want. Now, John, are you ready for the next part of our show?
I am always ready, Emily. What do we have next?
Well, we've talked a lot about business drama and difficult news today.
We have. It was a very interesting topic.
But now, I want to hear from our lovely listeners. I want to know what they think.
Oh, I love hearing from our listeners. They always have such great ideas.
Me too. So it is time for a very special part of our show.
Is it the question of the day?
It is. I have a very interesting question for everyone today.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. Does it have something to do with the office?
It does. It's about how we handle difficult news in our own lives.
That fits perfectly with what we talked about with Mr. Socrates.
It does. I think it will be a very good conversation.
I agree. Let's get to it.
Here we go, John. It is time for our question of the day.
I am ready. I love this part of the show.
Today's question is about how we talk to each other during hard times. Here it is. When someone gives you bad news at work, do you prefer them to be very direct, or do you want them to be more gentle?
That is a very tough one. Mr. Socrates was very direct, wasn't he?
He certainly was. He said, "I've got to give it to you straight." For some people, that is helpful. For others, it is a bit much.
I agree. Let's see what our listeners might think about that.
I have 5 example answers here to help everyone think. Number 1. I like direct news. It saves time, and I know exactly what the problem is.
Aha, I see. No surprises and no secrets.
Exactly. Now, number 2. I prefer gentle news. If a boss is too direct, I feel very nervous and stressed.
Oh, I feel that way sometimes too. It can be a bit scary when someone is too blunt.
It really can. Now, let's look at the 3rd answer. I like it straight. If there is a profit warning or a problem, I want to know immediately so I can plan my future.
Wow, that is very practical. They want to be ready for anything.
It is. Here is number 4. I don't like direct news because it feels cold. I think people should show kindness when the news is bad.
Right. Like saying, I am sorry to tell you this.
Precisely. And finally, number 5. I like a balance. Be direct about the facts, but please be kind about how you say it.
I think that is my favorite answer. It feels the most human and supportive.
I think so too, John. Now, we really want to hear from all of you.
Yes, please tell us. How do you like to hear bad news? Do you like the straight talk like Mr. Socrates?
Please leave a comment for us. We love reading your opinions and your stories. It makes our community so special.
It really does. I learned so much from reading what everyone thinks.
Me too. Well, John, we are coming to the end of our episode today.
Oh, really? It went by so quickly.
It always does when we are having such a good conversation.
Yes, it really does. Today was a bit serious, wasn't it? We talked about some very difficult news at Tip Top Trading.
It was, but I think it is important to learn how to handle these moments. Whether the news is straight or gentle, we can get through it together.
Exactly. We learned phrases like, I've got to give it to you straight, and the outlook is gloomy. They are hard to hear, but useful to know.
Right. And remember, everyone, you are doing a great job with your English. Even when the topics are tough, you are here learning with us.
That is so true, Emily. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you feel a little more confident and comfortable now as you practice.
We really do. Take care of yourself, and we will see you in the next episode very soon.
Goodbye for now, everyone.
Goodbye.
Congratulations on making it all the way through the lesson with Emily and John. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right in the center of your screen so you never miss our next lesson. You can also check out more videos right over here on the left or right side. We've picked them just for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.